Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and some more TEW 2020. Now, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be controlling TNA back in the 2010s. Now, we've done this before, but we didn't really dive into it properly, and that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to attempt to, I guess, rewrite history in a way and make TNA a viable kind of alternative to WWE. And there's some certain changes that we have made already that will see our vision for the company hopefully push it forward. Now, the original plan was to start this save on the new game, but I've been playing the beta for a little bit now, and I'm not gonna lie, lads. I'm getting FM23 vibes, and that's not good, because when FM23 came out, I was excited to begin with. New Football Manager game, fantastic, and it was. I mean, to say it was mediocre would be an understatement. So, there were things about the game that I liked, but there was nothing pulling me back to FM23. So what I did was, I went back to FM22, and I did that for the entire year until FM24 came out. And if I'm being honest, I feel the exact same way about the new game for TEW. I just do. Like, there's some cool features, don't get me wrong, but overall, there's nothing, pulling me back to kind of play the new game. Like, I know it's the beta and all of that, and some things will be corrected, but for the most part, it's gonna be largely what you're seeing now on the beta when the full game comes out. So, honestly, I'd much rather just stick with 2020, because at least I know that it's going to be simple and fun. Because all they've done with the new game is overcomplicate it for no reason. Plus, the creative energy system is fucking stupid. I don't know why they added that. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Are you telling me I have to spend creative energy to book a show now? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Now, we have chosen Paul Heyman as our user avatar. And there's a reason that we've done that. Because back in 2010, Paul Heyman went on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, and he was asked about the rumors regarding him going to TNA and the negotiations that happened with them, and that TNA held him back from going to TNA. And he's famously been quoted in saying that if you're over 40, he would chop your head off. And I'm guessing that's due to the fact that TNA had so many legends that were on TV every week at the time. You had Flair, Hogan, Bischoff, Nash, Sting, Jeff Jarrett. I mean, bro, enough's enough. I don't want to see like a B-Tech WWE, or not, I guess that's the wrong way of putting it, a B-Tech WCW on the other channel. I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see what TNA is, not what was in the past. And looking back, I can't say he was wrong. He was 100% right. The Hulk Hogan era was one of the worst times to be a TNA fan, because everything they did was just like, it didn't make any sense. Like, especially the Immortal shit. Oh my god. Like, basically just doing the NWO on Wish. Like, come on, bro. Come on. But in terms of the changes that we've made, we have made changes. you'll notice a lack of legends. The only ones we've kept are Team 3D because I believe they have value still. We've kept Kurt Angle, and I know Heyman said if you're over 40, he'd chop your head off, but Kurt Angle is the exception to the rule. You know, plus he was an absolute beast at the time. Like, you're not letting this version of Kurt Angle go. Now, the Kurt Angle that returned to WWE, if that was in TNA, you absolutely let that guy go. But this version of Kurt Angle, no. Oh no, we don't do that. We don't do that. We've also kept Sting, because like Team 3D, I still believe that he has value to the roster. Plus, whenever Sting works with somebody, he elevates them because it's Sting. Like, he still has, like, name value. So, we've kept Sting around. As far as the rest of the roster goes, you have AJ Styles. He is the face of the company, 100%, and he's also the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. So, we're going to keep AJ around. You have Abyss there. You've got Lashley. You've got Sabin and Shelley. You've got Christopher Daniels. I mean, I never understood why they didn't push Daniels more. Like, this guy did whatever TNA asked him to do. He didn't complain once, and he just got on with it. Like, and he should have been rewarded for that. Like, he got one match for the TNA World title on pay-per-view. One. And that was against AJ Styles at Final Resolution. And the match itself was fantastic. So, I never understood why he didn't get more of a push, but to each their own. We've got Desmond Wolfe, who we will be pushing. EY, you've got Storm, Lethal, who, again, we will be pushing Jay Lethal, without question. It annoys me when AEW don't do something with this guy. Like, because I remember his Ring of Honor run and how good that was. And, of course, the famous promo with Ric Flair where he's just imitating Rick. Like, that shit was entertaining, man. Like, Jay Lethal is so good. We've got Jeff Hardy there. I mean, I suppose you could consider Jeff a legend, but again, like, Jeff has value to the roster, 100%. You've got Kiyoshi, who, I mean, I'm guessing Kiyoshi would be used more as a jobber, really, like, for the X division. He's not really going to be a focal point of the division, if we're being honest. Madison Rayne, Magnus, I mean, he does hold the TNA World Tag Titles with Douglas Williams. I suppose the idea would be eventually get Magnus to a point where he's able to break out into the TV title division and possibly move him up to the heavyweight division, although he was quite raw at this time, although he did have potential, to be fair. You've got the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. We will be pushing them without question. You've got Matt Morgan. I mean, Matt Morgan, man, why is he a babyface? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. He's got chilling momentum as well. Like, Jesus. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Matt Morgan. I'm iffy on him, to be honest. We've got ODB, Rhino. I mean, Rhino has value, so we'll definitely keep him around. Rude, Roxy, Samoa Joe. I mean, Joe in TNA was fucking great, man. He was fucking good. Although, I will say this. Even though he has the Feast or Fire briefcase, or he did at the time, once Samoa Joe cashes in his world title shot, that's the last we're using of Feast or Fire, because it comes off like a B-Tech Money in the Bank. That's what it comes off as. Like, and to be honest, it didn't come off good on television either. So once Joe has his world title shot, that's it. No more Feast or Fire. Don't like it? Well, tough shit. Tough shit. We've got Sarita there. I don't know what I'm going to do with Sarita, because she was in a tag team with Taylor Wilde, but we don't have enough, like, women to do a tag team division for the women's division. Like, we just don't. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with Sarita. I'll figure something out, I suppose. Shannon Moore, he's going to be put into the X division because we don't have Jesse Neal because we let him go. Yeah, Jesse Neal sucked. Like I liked. The only reason I liked Ink Ink is because of Shannon Moore. That's the only reason. Because Jesse Neal was fucking awful, bruv. He was fucking awful. We've got Suicide. I don't really know what I'm going to do with Suicide because on one hand I'm thinking, okay, let's keep the gimmick around. But on the other hand I'm thinking, would it be the worst thing to change him back to Frankie Kazarian? I don't know. I don't know. And like I know why TNA kept the Suicide gimmick around. They were pushing, like, they were only putting him on TV to like sell the video game and whatnot, because Suicide literally came from the video game. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We've got Tara, who's the Knockouts champion, Taylor Wilde, the Amazing Red, who is the X Division champion. We do have Taz there as well, but there is a plan for Taz. All right, there is a plan because we've got Don West on the roster as well. We'll get into that. We've also got Velvet Sky. I mean, Velvet wasn't... I mean, in ring-wise, she started off a bit shaky, but, I mean, she got better, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. In terms of TV, though, we've moved Impact to Thursdays. Now, why have we done that? It's real simple. I'm not competing with WWE. No. We are not doing Impact on Mondays. And that is and I'll tell you right now, that is a major factor as to why Impact or TNA in general suffered for so many years. Because I don't care what Bischoff says. I don't. Like him saying that the reason Impact was moved to Mondays was to generate awareness for TNA. Bro, I'm calling bullshit on that. That's bullshit. All you did was kill the brand. That's all you did. Like, TNA is not competing with WWE. Because I think at the time, Raw was getting like 3 million viewers or something, whereas Impact was only getting 1 million. And TNA basically became WWE again. And why would you watch TNA when you're basically getting that on the USA Network? Like, it made no sense. It made absolutely no sense. As far as the pay-per-view schedule is concerned, we've not made many changes. We've only made one. And that is, we have changed Hardcore Justice back to Hard Justice. We are not doing an ECW tribute show. No. We're not doing that. Again, another decision that Dixie Carter made that I didn't agree with. I did not agree with it at the time, and I still don't. I mean, we got one ECW tribute show in 2005, you know? And that should have been the end of it. We didn't need it again in 2010. Nah. Apart from that, though, we've kept largely the same pay-per-view schedule. And as far as the titles are concerned, we've got 5 championships: the World Heavyweight title, the tag titles, the X Division, the Knockouts, and we've also renamed the global title to the TV title, primarily because there's too many, like, I guess, main eventers to just have 4 titles. At least if the TV title's around, it gives them something to do. So that's the reason we've done that. As far as tag teams are concerned, we've got like, 7 teams. We've renamed Generation Me back to the Young Bucks because, again, that's what I know them as. And we've kept Hernandez and Morgan around, although I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. Maybe turn them both heel. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that one. But apart from that, actually, before we go into anything else, announcer-wise, I told you I had a plan for Taz. We've removed him from the announcer's position, and we've put Don West back on commentary. Taz was such a downgrade from Don West. Like, Don West and Mike Tenay, they're the best announce team that TNA's had. Legit. Like, back in TNA's prime, like, TNA and Don West would give you that level of excitement that Taz just didn't. You know, Taz was very bland on TNA, and I think even he would agree with that. Like, because he hated TNA, bro. He hated it, and we've done exactly the same with the events as well. So Don West is our color commentator, and Mike TNA is our lead announcer. So overall, I am happy with the changes that we've made. We've not signed anybody yet, and I don't think I will in the first year, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the introductory episode of the TNA save, and I will see you guys in a bit. Take care, and you know the rest, lads. Peace.